but that's a static and dynamic stretching routine that covers basically the whole body. Then you're ready for your session. So as context, David De Gea, sometimes when a cross is coming in and he knows he's not going to come for it, he stops watching the ball and starts watching the attacker, so he can read where the attacker's going to head it, react and save it. So I'm trying to practice that. If Hobbsy would head it. Conor!
Oh, God. Nice! Yes, what was that was? That's in loads. Yeah!
Oh!
This is what I'm here for. Hey, Hobbsy, I'm crossing for you on Saturday. Hey, Hobbsy, cross me, brother. Hey.
Conor! Conor! Yeah. As a new part of the vlog, I wanted to bring you some training tips that you will not see by watching me train like before. A huge part of goalkeeping is to train the mind, mental training, sports psychology, not just the development of skills or physical ability in the gym. The brain and the mind and the game IQ is a huge part of goalkeeping, and I believe it's an area that isn't worked on nearly enough, given how much we train the body, how much we train skills. Training the brain and improving our mental ability is an area that is neglected almost in the modern day for goalkeepers. Recently, I've been lucky enough to receive sports psychology coaching from the guys at YourAthleticZone. The guys at YourAthleticZone are bringing a new concept to sports psychology. Normally, it's either very expensive or hard to access or exclusive to professional sports teams. But the guys at YourAthleticZone are trying to make it available to athletes worldwide at a low cost over the internet. And I'll pop up all their details so you can go and have a look at what they're doing. I do 1 session a week with them for an hour, and I've probably had 4 sessions so far. I can already see the improvements in how I prepare for games, how I set myself goals for the season, for individual training sessions or for matches, and how I visualize success and almost train my brain to compete at the high level that it's supposed to compete at during, before, and after games. I know that I have to improve physically and with skills, but this coaching is something that I've not had before and something that I hope to see the benefit of. I also want to bring you the knowledge that I'm learning through this process. So, in the vlogs, I want to bring in the top mental tips. I want to show you how you could also improve your game. So, for today's top mental tip, I'm going to talk briefly about goal setting. So, for goal setting theory, what I've learned from the guys at YourAthleticZone is there are 3 types of goals. You have your ultimate goals, your outcome goals, and your process goals. This works in a pyramid structure. You work your way from the top down. So, ultimate goals. These are your ultimate dreams in sport. They can be independent to you, but for example, it might be to represent England, to play for Manchester United. Whatever your ultimate goals are, they're unique to you, but it helps to set that ultimate goal. Think of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor's always said that he had his ultimate goal of being a 2-weight UFC world champion. He achieved that. But you can't achieve those ultimate goals by just setting them and then not doing anything else. You need to work back down again. The next stage, your outcome goals. These are the things which highlight you and would take you to that level if you were very successful at them. So, for example, as a goalkeeper, if I could have a pass accuracy of 90%, if I could have a difficult pass accuracy of 65%, like Ederson, competing with the top goalkeepers in the Premier League, if I could have a clean sheet ratio, which is very, very high, if I could have a high shot save percentage during games, those aspects which, if you had very good aspects or good stats, would help you to go on your way to achieving those ultimate goals. Those are the outcome goals. How are you going to achieve those outcome goals? There's no point me saying I want to keep 15 clean sheets this season. That's great, but what are you going to do to achieve those? So you then go back another level, and these are your process goals. The process goals are the things that you can do day to day to improve the areas which will then give you the outcome goals and then again the ultimate goals. One of my output goals is to have a cross success rate, so successfully taking crosses, of 80%. That is, of all the crosses that I receive, I make the right decision and execute it properly 80% of the time. Now, in order for me to achieve that output goal, I need to have a process goal which enables me to improve in that area. So, my process goal would be, I need to work on crosses in training twice a week. I need to have, for example, 50 deliveries during the week for me to improve my crosses. That would be a process goal which would then go on to help me achieve my output goal, and the idea is once you've achieved all your output goals, you are closer to achieving your ultimate goal. That's how the pyramid works. So have a think for yourself. What would be your ultimate goal? What would be the one thing you would want to achieve in your sport? Take it back another level. What would be the areas that you have to be really good at in order to achieve that ultimate goal? Those are your output goals. Take it back another level.
How can you improve every single day? What can you do to improve those output goals? What can you do in training? What can you do on diet? What can you do on sleep? What can you do on sports psychology? Those are your process goals, and you will then eventually achieve your ultimate goal. So that's just a quick mental top tip for this segment of the vlog. Thank you for watching the vlog as always. Please like, subscribe, help the channel to grow. We really appreciate your attention and all your support. But until next week, thank you for watching. Speak to you in a bit. Boom.